Canelo Alvarez is the first undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. Mexico's finest secured the inaugural title with an 11th round TKO over IBF champ Caleb Plant at a sold-out MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Alvarez won 2 of the division's 4 titles at the end of 2020 with a victory over Britain's Callum Smith, and picked up a 3rd when he shattered Billy Joe Saunders' orbital bone in May.
My motivation is to make history.
My motivation is to win these 4 titles and make history. It is without a doubt the most important fight of my career, for my story and my legacy. My motivation is that I love boxing.
He then set his sights on the final piece of the undisputed puzzle by going after Plant and the IBF title.
Imagine it, to be the 6th person in the history of boxing to unify all the titles, and the first Latino. It would mean so much for my career.
The undefeated Plant picked up his title with a decision win over Jose Uzcategui in 2019. The caliber of opposition he has faced since then has been questionable, with Canelo being his biggest test to date. But the American was adamant losing wasn't an option.
That's not my mentality, that's not my mindset. That's not how I was raised, that's not the mentality of my team. And that's just not how we operate. And I'm a winner, and I'm here to win. I've been doing this at a high level for a really long time, and, I don't plan on, showing up on Saturday and my pants. So, come Saturday night, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna do what I do best.
The buildup was bubbling with bad blood after chaos ensued at a promotional event in September. Plant called Alvarez a bad word, a drug cheat, and he insulted Canelo's trainer, Eddie Reynoso. The Mexican responded with a push and an open-handed slap, cutting Plant under the eye.
Leading up to this fight, Canelo said, the Mexicans don't f around. Well, that's good to know, because where I'm from, we don't f around either. So Saturday night, make sure you tune in. You'll be seeing the first undisputed super middleweight of all time. This is history, and you're looking at him. His name is Caleb Plant.
Only one thing goes through my mind right now: winning. That is the only thing I am concerned about. Anything else is beyond my control. The only thing I care about is what happens inside the ring on Saturday night.
Both men took to the mic after making championship weight, with Plant not exactly winning over new fans, while Canelo remained a man of few words.
Absolutely, I love it. You can cheer for him all you want, you can boo for me all you want. Hey, remember, it's easy to sit in those seats. It's easy to sit in those seats. It ain't easy to stand up here. Remember that. Remember that.
Like I said before, for every action is a reaction. So I have a good blood inside of me.
Plant utilized a strong jab and deft footwork to fight at range, but Canelo broke him down with relentless pressure and a vicious body attack from the opening bell. 2 knockdowns in the penultimate round from Alvarez forced the ref to step in and crown the new king.
La verdad es que tengo un gran equipo. Llegaba a la esquina y Eddie.
Eddie was the one to calm me down when I got to my corner and getting a little anxious. He was always telling me the right things, kept me on my way, on the right path, and then the game plan came to fruition. Thanks to him, I was able to come out with the win.
Plant, who earned a career-best $10 million, was behind on all 3 scorecards, with Alvarez landing almost double the power punches of his American rival. And the champ did it all for Mexico.
I've always had a connection with the Mexican fans. I'm really happy that the Mexican fans were able to witness the fight and share this success with me. It means a lot to be a Mexican undisputed champion.
After a busy 2021, Alvarez plans on giving his body a break and returning in May 2022. That just so happens to line up with a window in which old foe Gennady Golovkin could fight in an undisputed trilogy bout, provided he beats Japan's Ryota Murata at the end of this year. Mikaela Mayer took another step toward becoming the undisputed junior lightweight champion, beating Maiva Hamadouche by unanimous decision to retain her WBO title and pick up her opponent's IBF crown. In an absolute brawl from the opening bell, the two fighters stood in the middle of the ring and traded punch after punch. It didn't stop throughout the 10 rounds, but Mayer came on strong down the final stretch with body shots and combinations to get the victory. And Jake Paul has started promoting his December 18 Showtime bout without opponent Tommy Fury in attendance. The big Brit was forced to return home due to a family medical emergency, and the problem child took full advantage of the spotlight.
Tommy claims to have been doing this his whole life, and he has an amateur career, and he's been around it. That is true, but he hasn't worked as hard as me, you know? I see a green guy who hasn't sparred enough times and has only been put in there with opponents that were meant to lose. This is his first real test where his opponent isn't some guy that's just gonna flop over. And, you know, you're gonna see that. You're gonna see a fighter who is a virgin, in my opinion. He has no idea what he's getting himself into. This is his first time under the big lights on the big stage, and he's gonna crack under pressure.
24-year-old Ball is coming off a decision win over former MMA champ Tyrone Woodley, but was lucky to stay undefeated after being rocked several times. Tommy, half-brother of heavyweight champ Tyson Fury, last beat Jake's training partner Anthony Taylor in a lackluster 4-round decision.
I will TKO him in the later rounds. You know, Tommy hasn't gone past 4 rounds. He hasn't even had a fight past 4 rounds. So I think he'll be gassed. This will be the first time him actually getting punched in the face by someone who could hit, who is the same weight as him. You know, he's always fought smaller guys with losing records. So I think he's gonna fade. I know he's gonna fade. It just, what round? 5th, 6th, maybe 7th. Maybe I knock him out the last 10 seconds of the 8th. But he's not hearing that 8th bell ring.
And former NBA All-Star and Olympic gold medalist Deron Williams will face legendary San Francisco 49ers running back Frank Gore on the undercard. Because who needs boxers on a boxing card? Am I right? Jake Paul will face Tommy Fury at the Amalie Arena in Tampa, Florida this December 18. Because sadly, people will pay to watch. Thanks for watching. And remember, if you want more fight sports in your life, just hit the subscribe button.